Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for standing by and welcome to the Zhihu Inc. Fourth Quarter and Full Year 2022 Financial Results Conference Call. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. After the speaker's presentation, there will be a Q&A session. Today's conference is being recorded. At this time, I would like to turn the conference over to Ms. Yolanda Liu, Senior IR Manager. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you, operator. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our fourth quarter and full year 2022 financial results conference call. Participants on today's call will include Mr. Zhou Yuan, Founder, Chairman, and the Chief Executive Officer of Zhihu, Mr. Li Dahai, Chief Technology Officer, and Mr. Henry Sha, our Chief Financial Officer. Before we continue, please note that today's discussion will contain forward-looking statements made under the Safe Harbor provisions of U.S. Private Securities Litigation Reform Act of 1995. Forward-looking statements involve inherent risks and uncertainties. As such, the company's results may be materially different from the views expressed today. Further information regarding these and other risks and uncertainties is included in company's prospectus and other public filings as filed with U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The company does not assume any obligation to update any forward-looking statements except as required under applicable law. During this call, management will also discuss certain non-GAAP financial measures for comparison purpose only. For a definition of non-GAAP financial measures and reconciliation of GAAP to non-GAAP financial results, please see earnings release issued earlier today. In addition, a webcast replay of this conference call will be available on our website at ir.zhihu.com. I will now turn the call over to Mr. Zhou Yuan, Founder, Chairman, and the CEO of Zhihu.
谢谢，我是周元。首先呢，我想来向大家介绍一下我们的 CFO 和新的董事夏大川 Henry。Henry 呢是在今年1月份的时候加入知乎的，那么在公司的管理和资本市场的经验方面，他都有非常多的实践和经历。在此呢，我们非常高兴他能加入知乎并表示欢迎。那么我们也相信呢，在未来的公司发展过程中 ，Henry 呢会跟我们的管理层一起为公司和我们的投资者来创造更大的价值。谢谢大家。Henry, please.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to introduce our CFO and Director, Henry Sha. Henry joined Zhihu in January this year and comes to us with impressive corporate and capital market experience. We are delighted to have Henry as part of our senior management team and look forward to working with him to further unleash Zhihu's competitive advantages and create more long-term value for our shareholders. Now, I would like to invite Henry to give my prepared remarks. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Mr. Zhou, for the kind words. I joined Zhihu in January this year, and I'm excited to be part of the leadership team. And I'm pleased to deliver today's opening remarks on behalf of Mr. Zhou Yuan, Founder, Chairman, and the CEO of Zhihu Inc. Thank you for joining Zhihu's fourth quarter and the full year 2022 earnings call. 2022 was a difficult year, presenting multiple challenges, including the COVID resurgence and economic turmoil, which disrupted operating conditions and profoundly impacted all aspects of society. Despite the headwinds throughout the year, we are delighted with our solid fourth quarter and full year performance. With solid execution of our community ecosystem first strategy, we continue to expand our high-quality content footprint and encourage user engagement across the Zhihu community with a broad array of content creator incentive programs. Fueled by these efforts, our average MAU grew steadily throughout 2022 to 101 million by year end. Our cumulative content creators increased to 63.1 million by the end of 2022, with a 14% year-over-year increase. This thriving community ecosystem empowered Zhihu to meet the year's challenges with strength and resilience. In Q4, our total revenues increased by 9% year-over-year to RMB 1.1 billion, representing our third consecutive quarterly revenue increase. Among total revenues, our customer-oriented business, including paid membership and the vocational training business, grew at a faster pace, further diversifying our revenue streams. Revenue from our paid membership totaled more than RMB 400 million in the fourth quarter, with an accelerated year-over-year growth rate of 93%, while vocational training growth rate reached 281%. At the same time, our continued efforts to reduce costs, optimize our organizational structure, and improve overall efficiency over the past several quarters have paid off. For this quarter, we recorded another consecutive quarter with both improved gross margin and narrowed losses. Our adjusted net loss decreased by 44%, and our adjusted net margin narrowed to -12% from -24% in the same period of last year. With respect to our enterprise-oriented business comprised of online advertising and CCS, the pandemic-related disruption and a sluggish consumption of demand in 2022 imposed great challenges on the online advertising market. Zhihu was no exception, particularly as the COVID-19 resurgence hampered our normal operations during the fourth quarter. We responded proactively to the challenging conditions and took steps to streamline our online advertising and CCS products and services to further improve the community's user experience. While online advertising and CCS revenues combined decreased by 23% year-over-year in the fourth quarter as a result, we were pleased to see a 24% sequential revenue increase, and certain of our core verticals achieving a growth both quarter-over-quarter and year-over-year. Turning now to our users and content. As a leading content-centric community, Zhihu is committed to helping people find answers to their questions. To better increase user time spent on Zhihu and encourage their engagement in our community, we concentrated our resources to continually broaden the coverage of fulfilling content and improve our inquiry search algorithm. We also released an array of efficient tools and functions to inspire content creation in the past year, and further optimize the content creation process to improve both the creation experience and the production quality. As of the end of Q4, the accumulated pieces of content in our community swelled to 649.3 million, including 505.9 million questions and answers, representing a year-over-year increase of 31% and 20% respectively. While Zhihu users greatly value the content with knowledge and expertise they find throughout our community, their diverse interests are driving growing demand for additional premium and entertainment content, including thought-provoking and entertainment short stories, among many other formats. To precisely identify and satisfy users' varying demands, we enhanced our technical capabilities with upgraded recommendation algorithms. We also encouraged our creators to expand their creative horizons to cover more consumption scenarios within the Zhihu community, while further enhancing our incentive mechanism to reward their efforts. This helped to expand the influence of our top content creators beyond the Zhihu community and facilitated even broader content coverage among targeted audience. For example, we hosted our Zhihu Marathon competition for story creation in the second half of 2022. which successfully showcased our content creators' solid writing abilities and elevated our brand influence. On a related note, early in March this year, we launched an independent app, Yan Story, centered on our premium content and paid membership services. With this immersive service model will bring our users a more personalized and enjoyable reading experience, while also benefiting both content creators and our community with effective monetization opportunities. As a result, we are delighted to see many content creators in the Zhihu community receive a fruitful financial reward while enjoying the content creation process. In the fourth quarter, the number of our premium content creators who earn income and the average income earned by premium content creators increased by 63% and 18% year-over-year, respectively. Also, our paid membership revenue for full year 2022 exceeded RMB 1.2 billion, with a year-over-year growth of 84%. Moving forward, we will continue to build out our channel network and iterate our algorithms to ensure a more satisfying user experience across different needs-driven scenarios. Moving on to our vocational training business. Among Zhihu's total user base, over 80% are between 18 and 40 years old. As China is now experiencing profound change in its population structure, major education system reforms, and need for employees refueling, we are seeing fast-growing demand for career development and academic enrichment from people aged 18 to 40, which aligns perfectly with the needs of our user demographics. Daily education-related search have continuously increased over the past quarters, accounting for a meaningful portion of our total daily search in Q4 with ongoing growth momentum. To better serve this increasing demand, we shift away from the third-party cooperation for education products and proactively expanded our online courses offerings to build a proprietary closed-loop education service system, differentiating ourselves from traditional players in the industry. Our course offerings cover three major categories. First, design premium academic programs covering postgraduate entrance examination, IELTS, TOEFL, and GRE, among other exams. These highly targeted courses mostly serve users aged 18 to 25. Second, to meet demand from users 25 and elder for vocational qualification exam preparation, we released the premium courses covering judicial examination, teacher qualification, CPA certification, among many others. Finally, we design and release the tailored products and services for those looking to further develop their careers and skills, appealing to a broader user demographic. This unique business model better satisfies the demand flowing from education-related search inquiries on our platform and empowers us with organic traffic and sales leads. At the end of 2022, we have completed our preliminary layouts for all three education categories, utilizing both organic and M&A approaches. Before I wrap up, let me briefly touch on Zhihu's strategic thinking and planning with respect to large language models, or known as LLM, using generative AI technology. We were impressed by the development of such revolutionary technology led by groundbreaking products like ChatGPT at the beginning of 2023. To further explore and embrace the massive opportunities it may bring, we have already begun investing resources into AI-based LLM and related technology development, evaluating several application scenarios utilizing our AI technical capabilities, such as an AI assistant for content creators, among others. As a leading content-centric community, we will continue to enhance our technical capabilities to harness AI possibilities, as we believe our unique content and incremental data assets will be a valuable knowledge reserve for promoting the development of AI technology in China. Furthermore, as we enter the AI-empowered stage, we are confident we possess the capabilities and technology may acquire in terms of content assessment and risk control measures. In summary, as we move to 2023, we will continue to invest in content quality and upgrade our algorithm system, further growing our user base and improving user experience. Meanwhile, we will continue to strengthen our multiple growth engines by elevating our premium experience to attract new paid subscribers and offering enhanced marketing products and effective advertising solutions. By leveraging our refined algorithms, we can boost the advertising ROI to serve brands and advertisers better. Given the massive potential opportunity and Zhihu's unique strengths, vocational training has become the anchor for our second growth driver. We will continue to explore our core users' needs and develop our offerings along the entire educational service chain, spanning academic improvement, vocational qualification examination preparation, and career and skill development. We believe that with our users as an organic entry point, we can further optimize the value of our closed user ecosystem from course development, customer acquisition, and course delivery to teaching and data analysis. We remain confident in this business segment's potential and its synergies with Zhihu's community. Finally, while providing all the support necessary to encourage interaction across our community, we will continue to adopt prudent cost control measures and investing widely in AI-based LLM and related technology based on a reasonable long-term ROI. At the same time, we will continue to enhance our multiple growth engines and refine our operating efficiency. This concludes Mr. Zhou Yuan's remarks. Okay, this is Henry. I will now turn to our financial details in the fourth quarter for review of our full year 2022 results. Please see our earnings released earlier today. As our CEO remarked, 2022 was a challenging year. However, we believe challenges come along with new opportunities. Our efforts to explore and fulfill our users' needs with refined products and service offerings while inspiring engagement from all parties in the Zhihu community continue to bear fruits across various metrics. Despite the pandemic's impact in the fourth quarter and the macro headwinds, our fourth quarter's total revenue reached RMB 1.1 billion, up 9% year-over-year and 22% quarter-over-quarter, representing another resilient quarter of growth in 2022. Looking more closely at the drivers behind the revenue growth, our user-oriented business, which consists of paid membership and vocational training services, has increased robustly and contributes a great portion to our total revenue in the fourth quarter. By leveraging our broadened premium content coverage and online course offerings, we are confident we will continue to grow our user-oriented business in 2023. Our paid membership and vocational training service contributed 36% and 8% of our total revenues respectively in this quarter. Our paid membership revenue in this quarter was 402.5 million, an increase of 93% year-over-year, driven by continued growth in the number of subscribing members. The average number of our subscribing members increased to 30 million in Q4, up 130% year-over-year as we further enhance and diversify our premium content offerings and strengthen Zhihu's brand image. We are confident we will continue to harness this segment's potential growth opportunities. Vocational training revenue in the fourth quarter was RMB 34.6 million, a significant increase of 281% from RMB 22.2 million in the same period of 2021. This jump was primarily due to the enriched slate of offerings we provided through both self-developed and business acquisition approaches, which greatly elevated the attractiveness of our services. In 2023, we will accelerate the build-out of our education platform by further enhancing our technical capabilities, including CRM system database and integrated service offerings, thereby better meeting our students' demands with more diversified online courses. Moving to our enterprise-oriented services, which primarily include our advertising and CPS business. Due to the pandemic impact and the challenging environment throughout the past year, the overall advertising market remained soft in the fourth quarter of 2022. Our total revenues from advertising and CPS decreased year-over-year by 23% to RMB 572.4 million in the fourth quarter, while we witnessed continued quarterly growth momentum in some industries, such as IT and 3C and automobile. Gross profit for Q4 was 28.5 million, up 31% from the same period of 2021. Gross margin also achieved its third consecutive quarterly increase, reaching 56.4% due to our enhanced monetization efforts and improved efficiency in bandwidth and server utilization. Total operating expenses for Q4 were 844.8 million, compared with 855.1 million in the same period of 2021. Sales marketing expenses for Q4 were RMB 509.2 million, up 8% year-over-year from RMB 417.2 million in the same period of last year. The increase was primarily due to our increased promotional spending to strengthen Zhihu's brand and service offerings. Research and development expense for Q4 slightly increased by 2% to RMB 212.5 million from RMB 208 million in the same period of last year. The increase was primarily driven by the higher salaries and welfare expenses of research and development personnel, together with the employee service costs in Q4, which was associated with our optimization of organization structure. General and administrative expenses for Q4 was 123.1 million, decreasing by 30% from 176.9 million in the same period of 2021. Percentage-wise, G&A expenses decreased to 11% of total revenue from 17% in the same period of 2021. The decrease was mainly due to lower share-based compensation expenses, partially offset by increased employee service costs associated with our organization structure optimization in this period. Our continued cost control measures over the past several quarters, combined with organizational structure of optimization and overall efficiency improvements, accelerated the narrowing of our loss in the fourth quarter. Our GAAP operating loss margin narrowed by 17 percentage points and 11 percentage points year-over-year and quarter-over-quarter respectively. Our GAAP net loss in the quarter was RMB 179.5 million, narrowing by 53.2% on a yearly basis and by 40% sequentially. Accordingly, our loss margin improved by 21 percentage points and 17 percentage points year-over-year and quarter-over-quarter respectively. Our adjusted net loss on a non-GAAP basis, which primarily excludes share-based compensation expenses and amortization of intangible assets resulting from business acquisition, was 134.1 million for Q4, down by 44% from the same period of last year, with the adjusted net loss margin of 12%. Moving to our balance sheet. As of December 23, 2022, the company had cash and cash equivalents, term deposits, and short-term investments of RMB 6.3 billion. Also, as of December 31st, 2022, we had repurchased 6.5 million Class A ordinary shares at a total cost of $16.7 million. This concludes my prepared remarks on our financial details this quarter. Let's turn the call over to the operator for Q&A session. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now begin the question and answer session. To ask a question, you may press star, then one on your touch-tone phone. If you're using a speakerphone, please pick up your handset before pressing the keys. To withdraw your question, please press star, then two. The first question today comes from Steve Key with GS. Please go ahead.
晚上好，管理层，谢谢接受我的提问哈。知乎作为这个中文网络里少有的开放，并且有很多高质量文字内容的平台，那在这个以中文为基础大语言模型训练方面有很重要的定位。那在 prepared remarks 里边，管理层也有提到对这个知乎未来这个商业模式和大语言模型相的一些结合。那可否请管理层为我们延展一下知乎在这个大语言模型方面，to B 方面呢，包括这个和上游厂商的合作，然后自研的一个模型以及 to C 这个包括 AIGC 赋能创作者，然后生成这个 CCS 的内容，或者说严选小说内容这一块的一个未来的一个战略布局。Good evening, management. Thanks for taking my question. So Zhihu has a very unique positioning within the China tech space, with very high quality text-based content, and has a very unique positioning, especially for the training of Chinese-based large language model. So during the prepared remarks, management has also mentioned the future integration between the Zhihu's current business model as well as the large language model. So could management elaborate more on Zhihu's specific strategies on both the 2B front as well as the 2C front? On the 2B front, will we cooperate with some of the upstream large language models and also strategy on a self-developed large language model? And on the 2C front, how do we plan to utilize AIGC to empower our content creators, especially for the creation of content common solution content, as well as the membership content? Thank you.
Thank you for your question, Mr. Henry. We invite our Chief Technology Officer on this call to answer your question. 大海 please.
好，大家好，我是知乎的 CTO 李大海。知乎呢是一家非常开放的公司，我们最近正在全面的去评估自研 AIGC 的技术和寻求外部合作，以及直接使用市场上开放的 API 等多种方式来去为我们的产品和我们的创作者赋能。
Hello, I'm Dahai, CTO of Zhihu. Zhihu is actually an open company. We're actually doing kind of evaluation of self-development and also cooperative with many other third parties to see which one works better to empower our contents in our community.
知乎社区的数据优势，尤其是在垂直专业的这个内容领域我们这些领域里面的内容积累，势必会让我们在 AIGC 的技术革命里面拥有我们自己独特的定位。
Zhihu has our own advantage in the data area, especially in the vertical and the professional fields. We believe this accumulated data will place us in a unique position in the AIGC technology revolution.
我们目前呢，在模型层和应用层都有自己的探索跟尝试。我们也希望能够通过技术创新、技术驱动的方式呢，带给用户在问答和内容消费上的差异化的这个新的体验。
We are currently exploring in both a model layer and also application scenarios, hoping to bring our users a differentiated and fresh user experience in terms of the QA and content consumption driven by the technology innovation. That's all. Thank you.
The next question comes from Vicky Y with Citi. Please go ahead.
管理层晚上好，谢谢接受我的提问。我有一个小问题，就是想请问管理层可不可以跟大家分享一下我们知乎2023年的战略重点有哪些？我们投资的方向我们应该怎么看呢？我自己翻译一下。Thanks management for taking my questions. Would management share some color of what is the priority for the company in 2023? How should we think of the investment focus for 2023? Thank you.
谢谢你的提问，我是周元。我们在2023年呢有几个重点。首先第一件事情是我们会持续的坚持我们的生态第一战略。这项战略在2022年的实施，我们是看到了显著的收益和成果的。
Hello everyone, this is Zhou Yuan. I do have several key points to share with you. First of all, moving forward, we'll continue to stay with our ecosystem come first strategy. In year 2020, we did see that we make a lot of achievements by adopting this strategy.
我们在2023年呢，这个方便大家更准确的理解我们的战略，我们的业务已经分成了以社区为核心的第一曲线和以职业教育为核心的第二曲线。
To help you better understand our business, in 2023, we have actually separate our business models into two parts. One is the first revenue driver of community business. The second driver is come from education related business.
对于第一曲线呢，我们预计我们的社区 MAU 在今年呢会保持健康的增长。另外呢，我们社区的第一曲线，它其实包含了我们以这个内容商业化解决方案和广告为主的这个营销 B 端收入和以会员为主的这个 C 端收入，这两个多元的收入共同推动我们第一曲线的收入增长。
For our first revenue driver, the community business, we expect MAU of this business will maintain a healthy growth in the year. The community business consists of our CCS and advertising business, which is for citizen for like a B-end, and also it includes the C-end services, which is the paying members. Both these two services will be the major drivers for the improvement of this business line.
我们的第二曲线的职业教育，在过去的1年，在我们的整个业务飞轮上，其实取得了很显著的一个进展，学员规模和收入规模两者都在相应叠加的取得很好的一个增长。
In the past years, our second revenue driver, education related business, also achieved sharing achievements, both in the users and also the revenues.
所以在此基础之上，我们预测在2023年整个知乎的第二曲线，也就是职业教育这个业务，它一定会以更好的速度和质量取得更大规模的会获得更大规模的一个成长性。那么我们已经对我们未来2-3年的教育品类做了内部的评估和战略的制定，我们会按照我们的节奏来进行分布的一个实施。
So in 2023, we believe that our second revenue drivers will achieve faster and higher quality growth. We have already have internal evaluation and strategy planning for the next 2 to 3 years. We'll stay with our development pace and strategy to grow this business.
相信这个财报的数据大家都已经看到了，就是在我们转到教育的这一部分。那我们预计呢，这个很快啊，这个随着我们的技术驱动的整个教育业务的升级，加上我们在自研和这个合作伙伴的推动之下，我们很快呢，这个季度的营收也能很快突破1亿元的这个规模。
I believe that you have seen the data for this business line in our recently released earnings release. We believe that driven by our further upgrade of technology and also our cooperate of third parties together with our self-developed programs, the quarterly revenue for this business line is expected to break through RMB 100 million in coming quarters.
最后一点呢，就是我们在新的一年会持续保持我们对技术创新方面的投入。我们作为一个技术驱动的公司，它既是一个提升效率的一个主要的方式，同时也让我们获得新业务上突破和新机会的一个主要的途径。
In the coming year, we will continue our investment in the technology part because we believe as a technology-driven company, this upgrade of the technology will not only improve our operation efficiency, but also will bring more growth opportunities to us. Thank you.
So yeah, this is Henry. I will have let me supplement our CEO's answers for you. CEO's explanation about our education or vocational training business is a revenue forecast for the next quarter that will surpassing RMB 100 million. That's all. Thank you. The next question.
The next question comes from Ashley Zhu with Credit Suisse. Please go ahead.
谢谢管理层接受我的提问。我这边想了解一下咱们今年quarter to date 看到我们广告这边恢复的情况，然后可不可以看也分一下主要的品类，跟我们说一下不同的趋势。我很快翻译一下。My question is related to the recent trend in the recovery of our advertising and CCS business. Could management share more color about the performance in key verticals? Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. This is Henry. I will help answer this question. I think for the several next quarters, the recovery of the advertising business still highly depends on the recovery of our macro economy in China. So we believe that still will take some time. Also apply to the verticals within both CCS and branding advertisements. Thank you.
The next question comes from Thomas Chong. The next question comes from Thomas Chong with Jefferies. Please go ahead.
晚上好，谢谢管理层接受我的提问。我看到了我们在四季度的时候，就是我们的 GP margin 呢也是做的非常的亮丽。然后的话呢，也是看到我们的亏损呢也是比大家的预期就是要小得多。想问一下呢，我们应该怎么去看未来毛利率的趋势，还有就是我们break even 的时间点呢？谢谢。Thanks management for taking my questions. If you're looking into Q4 GP margin, it comes in better than expectations, and the losses is also less than consensus estimate. So I'm just wondering how we should think about the GP margin and the break-even timing, if there's any color on that front. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. This is Henry. I will help answer this question. So in Q4, I think the GP margin is about 56%. So which is improved sequentially and also year over year in comparison with last year. The major reason is that the first, the content and the operational cost was saved during this quarter because I think during our efficiency improvement, the advertisement execution cost is also optimized, as well as the server and bandwidth cost. The server utilization was improved. The bandwidth cost was also saved during this quarter. We believe that we still will have some room for cost saving in the server and bandwidth utilization in this year. But we believe that in Q1, our business is also a very heavy seasonality. Q4 is a high season all over the year. So we believe that the GP margin in Q1 to Q2 cannot be comparable with like that in Q4. And also, I will need to remind the investors that our revenue structures also get changing in the past 1 year, and now the 2C business, including membership subscribing, as well as the education business, they're also growing very fast with a faster pace than our advertising and the CCS business. So this will also have some impact on our GP margin. But we believe that our GP margin will be around like 50% on average. This concludes my answer for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.
The next question comes from Xing Yang with CICC. Please go ahead.
谢谢管理层接受我提问。然后我想请教一下会员业务，因为我看到这个季度会员业务再次实现了强劲的增长。然后应该是最近我没有注意到公司上线了言言故事这么一个独立的 app。那想请教一下我们今年这块的策略是怎么样的，然后怎么看今年的一个增长。My question is related to paid membership business. The membership business once again demonstrates strong growth this quarter, and we noticed the launch of an independent app, Yan Yan Story, recently. So just wondering what's the strategy for this business and how do you see the growth in 2023? Thank you.
我们其实在过去一段时间呢，有好几个不同上线的积累。第一呢，我们积累了比较好的这个原显内容的创作者和消费者。那第二呢，我们其实积累了非常多的 know-how 和数据。
In the past quarters, in the past years, we actually have some accumulation experience across various areas, including content creators and content consumers, as well as rich market know-how.
我说的这些积累呢，其实是针对现在在这个付费阅读市场的一个很大的变化，也就是精品阅读现在越来越成为一个更加主要的这个消费趋势。
This accumulated experience actually we see is a new trait of the current novel reading market. We see that currently the premium novels in their consumption scenario is the current market trend for this business.
我们相信在这个比较大的趋势变化之下，我们所有的用户侧和这个 know-how 侧的积累，会让我们在2023年获得一个很好的优势的扩大和成长。
We believe that our accumulation in this market know-how and also the number of customers will give us a solid positioning for the further growth for the year 2023.
我相信可能刚才你在最开始的时候注意到我们有一些新的包括 APP 的新的 APP 的一些尝试。那其实背后我们的思考呢，我们主要会在两方面进行这个策略上的投入。
You just mentioned in your question that GPT rolled out. This is kind of like a task and exploration we just released, but behind of this exploration, we have like a planning for the investment in 2 areas.
第一方面呢，还是针对这个生产创作端的，我们超二代知乎的创作生态，那么在2023年依然是我们投入的重点。
First of all, definitely we're going to invest in their creation ecosystems. This creator ecosystem will be like the major focus, will continue to be the major focus for us in the year 2023.
而对于变化比较快，日益扩大的我们消费者的这个付费消费者的这个群体啊，我们确实会做更多的一些尝试，能够让他们获得更好的一个体验。现在我们新的这个原言故事其实也是其中的尝试之一，它会有更加鲜明的这个独立的这个品牌，也包括向用户提供更好的个性化的推荐技术。同时呢，它跟知乎本身呢也是有比较明确的差异化的。
Second one is on the consumer side. We actually have tried on several explorations, and the new and independent like apps development is one of that, which will provide a unique and better experience for the users to give them like a more precise recommendation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To supplement our CEO's answers for you, we believe that the subscribing membership business will still achieve the high growth in the coming quarter and in 2023. Thank you, Zhihu. Next question.
The next question comes from Yuan Yang with China Renaissance. Please go ahead.
晚上好，各位陈，谢谢我的提问。我这个问题是关于咱们第二曲线那个教育业务的，就想请教一下咱们中远期的一个目标是什么，然后我们应该怎么考虑这个投入的规模，然后增长的路径主要是一个自营为主还是并购为主呢？谢谢。So my question regarding our second growth driver, the education segment. What's our medium to long-term goal, and how should we think about our investment scale? And for the growth driver, is it mainly driven by organic or M&A driven? Thank you.
谢谢啊，这个教育业务呢，现在已经是我们的第二曲线了。刚才我也讲到，其实在过去1年这个业务。它在业务飞轮上其实取得了显著的进展。
Education-related business has actually become our second growth driver. In the past years, it has achieved remarkable achievements.
我们相信这是一个非常大的市场，所以呢，我们非常乐观的在这个市场上进行投入，也会持续的对它进行围绕我们的业务。进行各种升级。
We believe this is a very massive market with a lot of like opportunities. We're very optimistic, so we will continue to do the investment and also upgrade this business line centered on our current like offerings.
从我们这个发展的特点来看，就是职业教育的自营和我们的投资并购，其实我们都是会投入的。它最后呢，形成了我们一个有竞争力的、发展速度比较快的教育品类的一个策略。
From the development strategy, we think that for the vocational education business, both the organic and M&A approach are both very important. I think that to grow this business through these two approaches will be our strategic plannings for the future.
我们接下来也会持续在技术上还有包括在社区的内容上持 持续的投入，能够让教育业务和就是社区加教育业务能够跑得更快。谢谢。
And we will continue to invest on the technology as well. We will continue to invest on the content and plus the community side driven technology. Thank you.
Thank you, our CEO. And this is Henry. I will also supplement our CEO's answer to you, Yuan. 2 points. The first one, when we are evaluating those M&A opportunities in the vocational training sector, we will evaluate the targets wisely and really emphasize on those ROI on each of the M&A projects. And for now, we don't have like a significant a large plan or significant investing on those segments or on this industry. But I think that's all like a small investment for our company in terms of the total consideration we pay. Second is about one more thing is about the regulation. We believe that the vocational training business should be encouraged by the government because it will largely solve the job problem in China now. That concludes my answer to you. Thank you.
This concludes today's question and answer session. At this time, I'd like to turn the conference back to Yolanda for any additional or closing remarks.
Thank you. Thank you once again for joining us today. If you have any further questions, please contact our IR team directly or PSN Financial Communications. Thank you very much.
This conference has now concluded. Thank you for attending today's presentation. You may now disconnect.